Hello, everyone. This is Al Kabir, the analyst, and today I want to talk about Nate Herbig. Yes, Nate Herbig is a guy that the Eagles should prioritize keeping. This is Al Kabir, the analyst. I read this article today by Bleacher Report, and it was talking about guys we should keep and we should make our top priority, right? Of course, Jason Kelce was number one. You got to find a way to keep Jason Kelce. It's Jason Kelce, man. He might retire after next season. And we know we go through this every year with Jason Kelce. But I think the following year he's actually serious. Because last year he felt like it could have been something. He don't want to go out like that. And we could really make a run the following season. Number two, they had Rodney McLeod. Rodney McLeod. It's kind of controversial to me a bit because depending on who we get in the draft, do we really need to prioritize and keeping Rodney McLeod? Let's be honest, if we could get a couple good safeties, we'd be okay. Last one was Nate Herbig. Nate Herbig was the surprise one, but it was one to really think about, because one of my quotes is always, you always as strong as your weakest link. Of course, you're going to always have that tough guy or that best guy up at top. Like I always like to use examples like the wide receiver core. You as good as your third wide receiver. Look at the Cowboys. If your third wide receiver is, let's say, Michael Gallup or CeeDee Lamb, that's a good weak link. That's a very good weak link. They weak link is better than everybody best link, or strongest link, I should say. Like, look at the teams in the Super Bowl. If people was calling Odell Beckham the weak link of the Rams as far as the wide receiver core, like, come on. If Odell even though I know that's not true, but say if that's the case, or if you want to say Cooper Kupp, you can't really even say that. Van Jefferson had the injury, but if you want to call him the weakest link, that's cool. But I say that to say this is that there's guys that go down on our offensive line. What we always benefited from is that next guy up on our offensive line has been always good. And I believe Nate Herbig, he's not going to demand as much. And the plus, he's been durable. I mean, he sucked as a center, but as a guard, he's really good. He's very productive, and that's a guy I believe in. That's a guy I believe that can excel in this league. Now, I like Jack Driscoll. I like Driscoll a lot. You can move him around, tackle, guard, not sure center, but he really can't stay healthy. You know, Isaac Salamalu, I'm not sure what we're going to do with him, but I don't really have to get into the starters, do I? Jordan Mailata turned out to be that dude, and he deserved that money. Jason Kelce is Jason Kelce. Landon Dickerson, who was a very controversial pick to me, but he showed that he can stay healthy, so I'm cool with that. Right guard, Herbig, show he can do something after Brandon Brooks retired. And yeah, Brandon Brooks retired. That's another reason why we should prioritize keeping him. And Lane Johnson is getting up there in age, but he showed he can play in this league. All pro. He made the all pro this season. So Nate Herbig, I'm telling you, is one of those dudes. I didn't even realize he was on a contract coming up for him until I read this article. So salute to Bleacher Report, and we got to keep him. Now, we signed a defensive tackle from Cincinnati Bengals named Renell Wren, if I'm saying his name right. 6'5", 315 pounds. He was a star basically at Arizona State. Really didn't do much when he got to the pros, but he's one of those dudes that prioritized the bull rush. To me, that was his strongest suit when I was watching like the little clips of him that I seen before I made this video. And I believe he's possibly a camp body, maybe not, but he does get another opportunity. I think he going to his third year. He only played 11 games. He played one game for Cincinnati last season. I mean, it's just one of those moves that how we usually make, like when we sign like LaRaven Clark and stuff like that. You know, we usually make these signings, and We'll see what he can do. He got the size, he got the athleticism, but something just not clicking in the NFL. I'm not sure what it is. But, you know, Philadelphia Eagles, we are very known for developing our line. Maybe he go up under some veterans. They teach him a couple things. I think he's there to compete and possibly take some spots. So, what do you think and how do you feel, man? Are you a fan of the signing? And should we prioritize keeping Nate Herbig? But this is Al Kabir, the analyst. Ghost.